Hey, how's it going, guys? Today I'm going to be sealing the quarter panels with fiberglass on my STI. Unfortunately, I'm not going to show you guys the cutting process because the quarter panels were already cut when I bought the car because it was wide body before. But I did grind this down, and because I had a little bit of rust, I grinded it down, and then I trimmed it a little bit more, and then I got it welded. The welds aren't the best, but that doesn't matter because I'm going to be covering it with fiberglass. So I'm going to be covering all those gaps. It's kind of dark, but I'm going to be covering all those gaps right there with fiberglass. And then I'm going to be using Por 14, which is or Por 15, I mean, which is rust preventative paint. And then once that's dry, I'm going to be spraying undercoat over it. So a little walk around on the other side. I actually already laid the fiberglass on the other side. It's not that clean over here because I cut the fiberglass with one of my knives because I forgot the scissors, but I ended up going to the store and buying some scissors. To start, I am actually gonna just give it a quick wipe down. I'm just gonna wipe it down. I'm gonna use 70% alcohol and just give it just a little wipe down. And I am gonna be linking all the things that we're gonna be using here on below on the description of this video. Now that's a little bit cleaner. And so first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this fiberglass, and I'm gonna spray this multi-purpose adhesive so the fiberglass can stick onto the panel. And then once it sticks to the panel and I lay every single piece, I'm gonna go over it with the Por 15. Another thing is that I'm also gonna cover like these holes right here with the fiberglass, so I'm still gonna cover that. But like these holes right here, these holes, this is where clips go in. So I'm gonna cover all that. Another thing I forgot to mention is that it's best to use fiberglass cloth because the fiberglass mat sucks. It's a pain in the ass to work with, and it's just really messy. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spray each piece like that. You got this hole right here, so I'm just gonna lay it over. So that's all you do, just lay it like that. You get the other piece, and you got this hole right here. So another hole is covered. So now that I sprayed that adhesive on the fiberglass, I'm basically gonna get under here. fiberglass is laid now. So you can see I laid the fiberglass and then went over this right here. So right here, this right here, I'm gonna trim it, give it a little trim. Just like that. And I think I'm gonna go over another piece, do another piece right there. Put right here, do the same thing. I'm gonna pull it back and trim it. And it's kind of hard having one hand and then trying to record. But just like that, kind of went over the tape, but it's fine. So that one layer should be more than enough, especially with that pour 15 and how it hardens. So now that this side is finished up, I'm gonna go put the pour 15 on the other side, since the other side is already dry because I did it like over an hour ago. And another thing you're gonna need is a couple of these sponges. They're like a couple, I think they're like $1, I can't remember. Bought this one a while ago. But put some cardboard on the ground. I put the backing of the vinyl. You'll probably get some paint on the cement and that stuff isn't gonna come off that easy. But now, so I'll do this right here first. So I did end up having a little issue. Last time when I did this, it never lifted up on me. But when I put the pour 15 onto the fiberglass, all this area, all this edge right here, it lifted up, which kind of sucked. But solution for that was actually I had this Gorilla super glue gel, and I basically just pulled it back, and well, it was already pulling back, so basically just behind it I added some of the super glue so it can stick on there, and still need to add a little bit more right there. But and make sure you wear a glove, because I'm not wearing a glove and my fingers are all hard because of the super glue dried on my fingers. Yeah, so on this other side, I ended up pulling this back right here, and adding some super glue on it so it won't pull back like the other side did. So probably put some right here still. I'm just gonna put it on the front on this side. It's like lifting up right here. Yeah, that's good. So both sides are finished. I put the port 15 on it, on the fiberglass, all over. I did both sides already, so now I have to wait till tomorrow. I'm hoping that tomorrow is dry, and then depending if it's dry or not, I'm gonna spray the undercoating on it. Last time I added Bondo in there, and I ended up not making it super smooth because I got patient with the sanding. So it's a new day today. The port 15 dried up already in the car, and this side actually I ended up putting Bondo on here, and I was gonna smooth it out, but it was taking too long, and so I ended up just not sanding it out of the way, and ended up just spraying the undercoating on here. So I mean, I still it's not even dry yet. I ended up I did sand it quite a bit versus how it was when I first put it on there, but the reason I put a Bondo over this area was because this is the side that I cut the fiberglass with my knife, and it didn't look that good, so that's the reason. Another reason I ended up putting the Bondo was because I actually didn't like this port 15. The last rust preventative paint that I used, when it was dry, it like swelled up, and it looked a little bit better. And I sprayed undercoating under here. You can see the patch right there where I covered the hole. Yeah, I did 2 coats on here, but the hole, I mean, it's not perfect. It's still wet. The other side looks way better. I'll show you guys. Yeah, so this side actually, fiberglass came out way cleaner. Way cleaner, you see that? I'm not gonna put Bondo on this one, on this side, just because of how bad the other side looks. But I'm just gonna spray a little bit of this undercoating on here. So right here is not even down. I might put super glue on here. But yeah, this side looks way better than the other side. Way to seal your quarter panels, I guess. And not having those gaps in there and risking getting water inside your panels and then having them rust. Well, thanks for watching. Next video, I'm gonna be cutting my front fenders. Yeah, so another thing right here, I should have cut the fenders first and then wrapped them.